On Masters of Spin this morning, censoring the words Australia Day. Cricket Australia is under fire after encouraging Big Bash teams to refer to Tuesday's matches as January 26 rather than Australia Day. The decision was made after liaising with Indigenous leaders. Prime Minister Scott Morrison, though, has called the move pretty ordinary, but then sparked controversy himself for saying on radio that the 26th of January wasn't a flash day for those on the First Fleet vessels either.
Well, it's not cricket. That would be my reaction. I think Australian cricket fans would like to see Cricket Australia focus a lot more on cricket and a lot less on politics.
Well, our Masters of Spin this morning are advertising and marketing experts Dee Madigan and Matthew Bywater. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Cricket Australia says removing the words Australia Day is about inclusiveness. Public reaction has sort of been that it's a bit divisive. What's your opinion here? I mean, sport traditionally in our culture and worldwide has actually played a role in helping to form public opinions about things outside of sport. Do you think it's the role of Cricket Australia here?
I think so, and they've got Indigenous players who've wanted this change and they've consulted with Indigenous people, and I feel like I don't think it's as divisive as people think. The voices that you see online tweeting in caps aren't representative of most of the population. I think people are open to this. I like to see sport leading the way in things like this. I think it's good.
OK, well, there is another sport that is in hot water at the moment, and that's tennis, after more than 70 Australian Open players were forced into hotel quarantine. Matt, where do you start with this one? Players have issued a list of demands. They've set up practice courts inside their rooms. There's been a dispute between Tennis Australia and the Victorian government over who is going to pay the bills. Is tennis and its star players the losers here? Because it's all being seen as a bit of a dog's breakfast.
Yeah, this is a complete mess. And the problem is you've got these celebrity tennis players. Remember, they're celebrities. They're not just star athletes, they are celebrities. And this looks like first world problems to the nth degree. In the midst of a crisis where people are dying, people are having long-term health effects, businesses are closing, people are losing their jobs, and they're worried about being holed up into a hotel in a first world country amongst quite luxury circumstances compared to how most of the world lives.
Yep.
It's a terrible look for tennis Australia, the way they're handling it.
Yeah,
it's just,
but the politicians, I think, are really happy because instead of people...
taking the heat off.
Yeah, 100%. So they're just sitting back going, oh, terrible tennis players.
Yeah.
Finally, some respite. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to finish with these images, the feud between premiers making it into the latest Australia Day lamb ads. They're... I've just lost for words for a moment. They're a little uncomfortable to look at. I guess that is the point. It's been an ugly year of border closures. What are your thoughts here, guys? There's been suggestions that they're too amorous. I mean, lamb advertisements have always been on the cutting edge of daring, haven't they? What are your thoughts about these?
I like them.
Yeah.
I thought the actual ad itself I thought was good, not great. And then I really like these because it is right about the brand, isn't it? It's about bringing people together. That's what it's been about. And we're laughing.
And Lamb have done this really well for a number of years now. What unites us, what divides us, and they're focused on what unites us. And it is. I mean, it's humorous. Now, I don't know if it's going to make a difference to the politicians themselves, but for the rest of us, let's just say we have some common ground. Let's try and work on that.
Does it matter that they're not social distancing? I mean, if anyone's going to get it, they're going to get it from each other.
I love these
I just
ads.
think that they're great.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, they're really good. And we hope that our pollies can have a sense of humour enough to think that's
Put a
funny.
mask on
so.
and get around a barbie and share a piece of lamb. That would resolve some of the border wars, wouldn't it?
I do love Dee that works with politicians all the time. Yes.
Diplomatic.
with that.
Thank you both very much. Still to come this